Big apologies for the really bad quality of this video. I made it on my old camera and we were in a very dark room. So now that's over and done with, I'm going to give you the tutorial on how I did the roots of my red hair. When you get roots, it's awful. So I'm going to teach you how to get rid of it. I needed a hair dye towel to do this because you're going to get messy. You're going to need gloves and 2 boxes of Magic Contrast hair dye in red. I got these from eBay, like 15 quid for the 2 of them. I'll put the link in the description for you. A hair dyeing brush is also something you will need. It's like a flat brush. You can get them from Sally's or any hair place like that. I need a hair dye bowl and a cream peroxide bottle, 9%. This will be for your roots and you can get this from eBay also. It's not bleach, it's like peroxide, it's a little less harmful. And another bottle, 3% bottle, for your actual bottom of your hair, like the bottom bits, not the roots. You're gonna need a cream peroxide with a less percentage because you don't want to take too much colour out of the bottom of your hair because it already has red in it, and cream peroxide takes out hair colour. So if you use a strong percentage for the bottoms of your hair, it's going to take out the red that you want in it and it's going to be pointless. I just dropped coffee in my head bowl. And don't do that. Oh goodness. I'm so special. That is something you do not need to do. Okay, so now you're going to just get your Magic Contrast tube and you're going to squidge it all into your hair dyeing bowl. You're going to be using the whole entire lot. So squish it all into the hair dyeing bowl, and when you've squished it all into the hair dyeing bowl, you're going to add the cream peroxide, and the cream peroxide says you're going to need 37.2 millilitres of cream peroxide with every half a tube of Magic Contrast.
Make sure it doesn't split.
Is that going to stain me now?
Yes, it will.
Oh, and yeah. That's also something you don't need to do. There was an air bubble in my tube. That sounds weird. And it burst, so don't do that. Once you've put the whole lot into your tub, you're going to add your 2 lots of 37.5 cream peroxide, 9% into the tube, and this part is for your roots. You do the roots first, which is the 9% part. The stronger part, because you want to put the stronger stuff in your roots because your hair's already got all the red in it and it doesn't need all that percentageness. So yeah, that's just me checking the instructions. When you get a tub of Magic Contrast, the instructions will be in your packet as well, so you don't have to remember everything I'm telling you. You can just look on the instruction manual and it will tell you. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video that you need a measuring jug, measuring unit thingy-majig. So make sure you've got yourself one of them so you know what a milliliter is, because I don't know by heart. You might, but I'm not that clever. I only just passed my level 2 maths and I'm in college, so don't judge. So then I add my 2 lots because you're meant to do 1 lot with every half Magic Contrast, but I put the whole tube in because my hair is at a certain length. If your hair's shorter than mine, you might want to do just half a tube for your roots and then another half of your tube for your whole hair. But I use 2 tubes just for one lot of hair dye, and that is kind of bad, but my hair needs that for the coverage, so yeah. So I put all my peroxide in, and then my sister had a look at the tub and was like, you need a little bit more because the consistency was too thick. If you feel like it's too thick, it's too custardy thick, and it needs to be a little more runny. Not runny as in dripping runny, but a tiny bit more runny so it can be smothered easier, then add a little bit more cream peroxide. Don't be scared to just add a little at a go and then mix, and then add a little bit more and then mix, because if it's too thick it won't cover your whole head. I've had that problem before with my sister. She started putting it on and was saying this isn't going over your whole entire hair because you've made it too thick. So yeah, that was a slight problem, but don't go too much over the instruction manual is telling you, because that wouldn't be too good, I don't think. So just add a little bit more if you feel like it needs it. But that's all I'm trying to say. Don't be scared to put a little bit more in if you feel like it needs it. So I think you can kind of see here the consistency of my Magic Contrast and cream peroxide here. It's not custard thick, but it's not runny thin, so you see what I mean? So then you're going to get your person, whoever's doing your hair. I have my sister do my hair. You can do it on your own, but I don't have the skills to do that. I can't like physically see behind my head, even with mirrors. I really struggle with that. So luckily I have a sister who is a qualified hairdresser, and bless her heart, she does my hair for me. And I'm so lucky for that because she is amazing. So yeah, she's put on the gloves because she doesn't want to dye her hands, because she will be stuck with red hands for a little while. And she just uses the She just uses the hair dyeing brush, the little flat brush we spoke about earlier, to do my hairline first. As you can see, she's going over my hairline bit. And then she just picks up sections of my hair and just covers up the roots with the 9% cream peroxide and Magic Contrast. She just works on it section by section really. Don't think there really is much technique to this. Just make sure all your roots are covered basically. The root part comes first, and then yeah, there's nothing more I can really say other than showing you the visual part of this process and you learning from looking at the visuals. So now when you know that all your roots are covered and there's not any of your natural hair colour showing, and you're very sure of that, you're then going to get your second tube of Magic Contrast, or half your tube depending on how much hair you have, and you're going to squidge it all into your hair dye bowl again, and you're going to this time use the other cream peroxide bottle you have in 3%, and this part is for your actual hair part. As you can see here, my sister is itching my head because, oh my god, your head will be very itchy at this part. And don't worry if it is, don't panic, because mine was so itchy, but I got over it. When you itch your hair, when it feels this painful, it feels so good. It's like orgasmic. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm just adding the 3% cream peroxide to my second bottle of Magic Contrast. And I did the same 37.5 millilitres, two of them 37.5 millilitres, and a little bit more to make my mixture in the correct consistency that I felt was right. Look at my sister trying to tactfully text on her phone without getting red dye on it. Oh dear. So now when you're sure that you've covered all the roots, you're just going to get this second mixture and apply it to the bottoms of your hair. So try not to get onto the roots that you've just done, because I don't think mixing what you've just put on your roots with what you're putting on your hair, I don't think that's a very good idea. So try to avoid them and just aim for all the other parts of your head really. Get the sections of your hair like you did for the roots and just lather it on. Lather, that's a good word, isn't it? And then just make sure it's all covered. And in a minute you'll be able to see how creamy and wet my head looks, because we used a little bit extra cream peroxide for this part.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, redhead.
Hello. Huh?
Do like the Swan Visit matchstick.
A matchstick?
Yeah, one of those red ones.
Funny guy.
And that was my dad taking the piss out of me and saying that I look like a matchstick. Lovely. So now my sister is just getting a face wipe and she's wiping away all the red parts, which I don't really want red on my face because I don't think red ears is really a fashionable thing. So she's just wiping away the bits on my ears that are red, my hairline which has gone a little bit red, and the back of my neck. Things that go red which you don't want it to go red, just wipe it off with a face wipe and you're good to go. Then you're going to wait 20 minutes, and when you've waited that 20 minutes you're going to wash your hair. You need to be careful you don't stain the basin or the sink or whatever you're washing your hair with, so just make sure you keep running away the red water when it washes out your hair.
Oh, baby, I love your way.
And the shampoo I use is Clairoy, I don't know how to say it, but it's a nice and easy colour seal conditioning gloss for radiant reds, and I got this in a red hair dye pack, so I don't know if it's available on its own, but that's what I use. Use anything for red heads if you can. Then I use a L'Oreal Paris Colour Protect shampoo. So this is just a picture to show you what it looked like when I washed it off, because I never really went back on camera when I washed it all off stupidly. I probably should have shown you, but this is a picture I took 2 weeks after I did that. So although hair dye does fade very easily, especially red, if you look after it properly, all them sort of tips are on my other videos, so make sure you go check that out. The link is in the description. I teach you how to maintain red hair. I hope you enjoyed, guys. I hope this helped you, and if it did, let me know in the comments. If you've got any questions, ask me.
In today's headlines, 3 sisters make a new video on... Oh, good God. Hi, guys! Hi! Today I'm joining you with my sisters.